up with wake up,
Wake up, warm up.
warm up.
Yeah,
Yeah, so we got the wake up warm up episode with Jesse Taylor, creative.
that's
Yeah, and
me.
we're going to so we decided to rebrand a logo, and it's called Papa G's Pizza and Pasta. So right now it's got a lot going on. It's got outlines. It's got the slogan over it, and it's got pasta in a different font.
Mm-hmm.
So we're going to try and break it down. And while we're breaking it down and coming up with a new logo, I'll be talking to Jesse and talking about how we got into design. So let's get into it.
Cool, man. Yeah, thanks for having me. Yeah, I thought the same thing about that logo. Yeah, pizza and pasta being in a different font, and then man, having the word Papa in your logo as a pizza place. I just want to drop that and go to G's Pizza.
Yeah, exactly.
Um,
What was your first thoughts? Like, what do you wanted to change
uh,
about it?
yeah, well, I mean, I think I'm sure I'm pretty similar with other designers. Like I always try to fit something clever or symbolic in the logo. I know some people
Yeah.
like to keep it simple,
Mhm.
and just make it either really type heavy or really just very simple, which definitely has its place. But when I can, I usually try to do some type of hidden little what you might call Easter egg, or
Yeah.
I call them little nuggets. Um, That's what I always say. I say you got a couple little nuggets in your logo that you can. And I think what it comes from is you know, I think maybe what it comes from is the UPS or the FedEx logo, because
Oh
that
yeah,
one's
the arrow, the famous
really
arrow. Yeah.
smart. So it's like yeah, it's cool when you can fit a little hidden little message in there, and people feel like part of a club when they know when they can find out what it is. So
Yeah.
I don't know. I thought there was something always really nice about that. Um, So yeah, I saw, what I'm imagining, I saw I'm not sure what these are called yet. I got to do some research, but a little pizza paddle. You know what I'm saying?
Or the wooden pedal.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
there's, so I think my first idea is there's something here with a G, right? Like if
yeah,
you wrap that around it, there's something there with a G. I don't know exactly what it is
yeah. I'm
yet,
thinking
but
of just making the G prominent, but still having the poppers to go with it,
right.
but then make it pizza and pasta like less prominent and maybe down below there, because I want to
Yeah.
make the Papa G's like the main attraction of the logo.
Yeah. Yeah, there's something in there about how that G fits with that half circle kind of shape.
Yeah,
So I might try to play around with that. And I was gonna do this is the very first draft, right, where it's like Arial.
yeah,
So it's something like this, where it's gonna be split between the line, and
yeah,
then you're gonna have pots, and you're gonna have the little pizza handle.
yeah.
Um, but dude, I don't know about you, but when I explore fonts, I literally just go through them all. And I don't, I think there's some some repetition involved there, but I think what it does for me, I'll literally just click on my
Oh,
fonts
you
and
just
open up,
keep clicking. Yeah,
and I'll just go through and
yeah,
kind of see what's working. And you're
yeah,
gonna I have so many on here, but what it does, what it allows me to do, I think, is get familiar with more my fonts again. Like every time I do it, I see a new one. I feel like because I have so many.
yeah.
Um, and so, I tend to fall back on certain ones because that's just that's just what happens. But and then yeah, I might go, I'll just run through these and see which ones I like and just make copies and see kind of how what fonts are working together.
Yeah.
This one's kind of nice, kind of nice and wide.
Cool. I'm
But
gonna add just some background music, just some chilled music to the stream.
sure.
Um,
Nice. But yeah, having Papa in a logo now is kind of tough if you're a pizza place.
Papa G's. Oh, I like the pedal is looking cool.
Yeah, see, I kind of like this one. It kind of has a nice little handmade kind of feel. Wearing that Kearney, so no one yells at me.
Yeah. So how did you get into design?
Yeah, man. So, I mean, I was always, as usual, I was like, a little creative kid running around drawing on myself and like drawing cartoons and things like that. And
Yeah.
I remember my first endeavor as a young entrepreneur was like drawing pictures of Yu-Gi-Oh, just straight up, redrawing pictures of Yu-Gi-Oh characters.
Yeah.
I would go door to door and sell them back when, people went door to door doing things. And I would just go around my neighborhood, sell them for like $5. And I'm sure it was a lot of pity buying, but it didn't matter to me, man. I had a couple dollars here and there, so there was definitely like
People
an
actually
urge.
bought them.
Yeah, yeah,
Wow.
this little kid, just trying to support this little kid, and yeah, man, it was fun, and I always kind of got in trouble for drawing on myself in school and drawing on my clothes and drawing on my
Yeah.
shoes and stuff. So clearly there was something going on in my head, something creative going on. And then, you know, I uh, I went to high school at this school called Frank H. Peterson in Jacksonville, Florida, and I took communications, whatever that meant. I just knew it meant I got to play on a computer. Um, so that's where I like first like got introduced to Photoshop and things like that. And then yeah, like my first kind of design that had any kind of eyes on it was our senior hoodie.
Yeah.
Um, so I got to design our senior hoodie, and that kind of that was a big hit. And then I was like, oh, this is kind of fun. And then I went to community college for a couple months after that, and it wasn't really for me. And I was able to go to the Art Institute of Jacksonville. So that's kind of really where, dang, this is kind of cool. It's not really gonna fit the little paddle, but I like the shapes going on. Um, yeah, so I went to the Art Institute, and that's supposed to be like a 3 program, but I took 4, and I really kind of took my time and really fell in love with craft of design and had some good professors. And
Yeah.
yeah, from there, man, I think and I watched Mad Men. I watched a lot of, um, and also this show called The Pitch, which is like it's a show on Amazon now. Oh, sounds kind of cool too. Well, that's old Brethren. I could probably use Brethren. They're probably. Let's see.
I'm trying to do some negative space. Let's see how it works.
Yeah, it's kind of funky. But yeah, man. So I graduated from college with a bachelor's in graphic design.
Yeah.
And from there, I was able to. I got an internship at an in-house place for. It's a medical association. It was definitely an interesting gig, but it definitely taught me a lot. Um, and yeah, just learn the ins and outs of design. Had a great teacher there named Travis who taught me a lot of stuff, and then I just started freelancing too. Like I started freelancing for some local bands. As
How long ago was that?
that's a common thread. That was probably that was 18, 19, so close 11, 12 years ago. And yeah, I grew up in Jacksonville listening to like music, and I had a really good friend group down there. We were all in bands. And so, designing merch and designing stickers and, doing hood rat stuff with my hood rat friends. Yeah, and then from there, man, I just, kept at it. And I think that's the key, just, keeping at it. And now I work at a marketing agency called Marketing for Change. That's I've been an art director there for 5 years now. And yeah, so I really love like being able to merge my advertising side, because I do love advertising, and then also my the graphic design side. So yeah, man, it's super fun, and I definitely love. We're definitely blessed to be able to do this.
That's cool. And yeah, when did you start doing your reels?
Oh yes, I mean honestly, dude, like I think um, I'm pretty sure I did my first one, like close to a year ago. Like I saw it on my, on my like little, what is like Facebook time hop or whatever.
Yeah.
And yeah, and I started doing those, man. And like, if you follow my work, a lot of it's very like humor driven. I think
Yeah.
keeping life light is, something that I try to do. When, obviously there's tough situations, but trying to look on the bright side and look at the glass half full and
Yeah.
kind of follow this mentality of PMA, which is just stands for positive mental attitude. Um, and just kind of something that I've adopted and kind of try to live by. Um, and yeah, man. So from I would do these little like joke logos or joke what you might call logo rips, which I still love to do. Then I was like, oh man, like I can do that in video form, and like they don't take as long because yeah, because a logo, a design might take you a few days, or at least me, like this one, I'm not going to get done, a lot of times. Um, but yeah, but with TikToks and Reels, man, you can just knock one out in a few seconds, So, and working in marketing too, I know that video just gets more engagement.
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah.
Just because of the nature, things are moving, and we like shiny stuff.
Yeah.
And things that are moving. So, yeah, man, I started getting into that, and it's really just, I just have a lot of fun with it, and just like connecting to other creatives, and just having fun and making people laugh, man. If one of those things makes people laugh, then I'm good. That's kind of fun what you got going on here.
I
All
saw.
right,
Yeah.
I'm
I think
gonna
it's
go
a
look
proper
up.
negative space there.
Yeah.
Really
What are those called? Pizza paddles?
I think it's pizza pedal. Yeah.
Yeah. Let's see. I'm just looking up some references.
Yeah. Pizza. Yeah. Pizza pedal. That's what it's called.
Yeah, I wonder if I go long handle or short. Probably long to kind of match this thing. Let's see. Let's see how I'm gonna do this. I do like what's going on with these letter forms. They're kind of funky.
Oh, we got Andrew Ordway saying, "Hey, what's up, Jesse and Johnson?"
Yeah, Andrew. He's a bud. He lives in Colorado Springs. That's where I am.
So you moved from Florida to Colorado.
Yep. So I was in Jacksonville. I was born and raised in Jacksonville, and then after yeah, that's where that first job was that I mentioned, the one with the that kind of medical association. So that was in Jacksonville, and then I met my wife, or I met Rachel, and then we got married in Jacksonville, and then I got the job in Marketing for Change, which brought me to Tallahassee, Florida,
Yeah.
which is super fun. There's a super good crew there, of creatives and friends and just talented people overall. And then yeah, after that, dude, like so, we were there for close to 4 years, I think, and after the pandemic hit, my wife graduated, and I was working from home anyway.
Yeah.
And so, and we always wanted to move out of Florida and try to get somewhere out west. So, we're like, hey, since we're working from home anyway, let's just see if we can make the move, and it worked out.
Yeah.
So, yeah, so now we've been in Colorado Springs it'll be 2 years in August. So, I'm getting like a Gatorade vibe from this G, which I don't know if I love or not. Definitely like a thick boy. Um, let's see.
Negative space is so hard to like try and do quick. Try and figure out something quick.
Yeah, man, and like I was, I'm super involved with. Does G's have an apostrophe on it? Does yours, like the original logo?
Yes, it does. Yeah.
Okay, let's see. I also I owe a lot of my design kind of path and kind of just career, if you call it now, to AIGA. Oh man, look at the this is an apostrophe in this font. How funny is that?
No, it looks like a pack. Yeah, it looks like a pizza and a Pac-Man.
Yeah, it's like a reverse Pac-Man. That's funny. Which I guess is just a Pac-Man going backwards because that's what they do.
Yes.
I don't think that's gonna work though, so we might have to find a new. But yeah, man, this organization. Are you familiar with AIGA? They have AIGA over there?
I think they do. Yeah.
Yeah, it's
They do
basically
have
just
one
like
on
it's just like a design organization that kind of gets creatives together and just creates a space for creatives to learn and network.
Yep.
And yeah, it's really special to me and kind of helped me. The AIGA in Jacksonville, shout out to them, really helped me kind of find my footing and meet some other creatives and meet some of my inspirations, and it's been a real fun time. And then also I'm sure you're familiar with like Creative South and
Yeah.
some of the design, like Crop and Creative Works, and there's a ton of them out here. But
You mentioned that you're going to Crop next weekend, yeah?
yeah. So Crop is in Austin, Texas next Friday or next Saturday, Saturday.
Yeah.
And hosted by the one and only Stay Great Pony Boy, Mr. Matt Dawson,
Yeah.
who's a mentor and a friend. And that's gonna be super fun. Let's see.
We've been trying to do a live stream, but he's been busy, so hopefully I'll get him on soon.
All right, man. Yeah, he's a very busy man, especially right now with getting that planned. Let's see.
Because I was actually gonna try and make it for the one in 2020, because they were gonna have it on a boat. I remember.
Oh right, like a cruise or something like that.
Yeah, cruise. Yeah, and then the lockdowns happened, and
Yeah, that would have been fun. That's probably still on his list. But yeah, man, those are so fun, and I was able to go to Creative South too. And that's what's kind of nice too, is working at an agency and then also freelancing. Like, let's see. The agency sometimes pays for conferences for like professional development.
Yes.
And so it's a way that you're able to go to both. So Crop, I'm covering myself, and then they cover Creative South. So yeah, it's cool to sometimes be able to put on your freelancing hat and then put on your agency hat and kind of be able to take advantage isn't the right word, but utilize your resources. But yeah, man, super stoked to be going out there. And for me, honestly, man, it's just to get a good chance to like hang out with like old friends and new friends and Instagram friends and people that you've only met through Instagram, and then meeting them in real life is just something cool about it.
Yeah, as opposed to seeing them on the screen and finally seeing them up close.
Yeah, getting to give them a big old hug.
Yeah.
Are you familiar with like Joshua Noom's work? He's from Australia. I think he was born in Australia. Or no, sorry, he's born here but lived in Australia for a little while. He's a really talented.
I'm not sure. I might have heard of it.
He's a really talented designer out of Fort Myers, Florida, and I got to hang out with him quite a bit. Creative South, he's one to Crop too. He's just a good bud, and just again somebody I met like through the design community.
Yeah.
And then have become friends with, which is just wild because he's like one of my favorites. So Yeah, super fun. Yeah, definitely. Hopefully you can make it out one day.
Yeah, so I'm expecting a second baby this year, so
Oh
yeah,
yeah, yeah.
let's
That's
see next year.
gonna take up more of your time, huh?
Yeah. So
Uh,
how did you get into like all the illustrate? Because you do a lot of illustrations, eh? I've seen you work
yeah,
illustrating
yeah.
like
So for me, man, I think design. Some people like to focus on like maybe one specific, maybe like style
yeah,
or kind of be, there's kind of that decision that has to be made, or doesn't have to be made, but a decision that gets made when you're younger, when you're figuring out where you want to go. And
yeah,
it's like, do I be a jack of all trades, or do I
yeah,
be very good at one, kind of specific area?
yeah.
Um, and for me, the answer was always the former. Just I want to be able to wear a lot of hats. I want to be able to get you what you need regardless of output.
Yeah.
So, and the thing is, with what I've learned is the more connections that I make, I can hire friends to do things that I can't, and I've done it. I've been able to do that so many times. So like, I get my friends paid, I get paid, and we all get to do what we want to do. And I think, yeah, again, for me, like I've even been asked the question, like, why do you go by like Jesse Taylor Creative versus
Yeah.
like just Jesse Taylor Design or Jesse Taylor Graphic Designer?
Yeah.
Um, and for me, I think having just the word creative puts,
Just encompasses like everything under being creative.
right. It can be a
Yeah.
TikTok, it can be a video, it can be illustration, it could be more type focused. So um, yeah, so that's kind of how I've kind of tried to identify myself as a creative versus like a graphic designer, or because it's also what is a graphic designer even anymore?
Exactly. Yeah.
There's you have to, especially working at an agency, which I absolutely love. But like I can't just have a specialty at an agency, right? Like there's not enough work for that. I have to be able to put on different hats and do different things.
Yeah.
So I think that's kind of how I've kind of niched myself into where I am. It's been super fun. I'm trying to figure out how to maybe notch that in there somehow. I don't know.
Yeah. Because when I was starting out, it was like a graphic designer is somebody that does like brochures and
Right,
business cards and there's a bit of logo design. Now it's
right.
like totally different to what it was.
Yeah, and like, dude, I don't know if you see, like, I think it's really important to like, give back where you've been given. So, for AIGA, for example, I've been able to be on a couple boards and help start a chapter and kind of give back in that area. And like,
Yeah.
dude, college, like students these days are mad talented, man. Like, it's hard to keep up. I just did some portfolio reviews at Creative South actually, and I was like, man, it's crazy the amount of talent that's
They're
coming
so
out.
young, like it's crazy.
Yeah, but I guess they have even just like mock-ups. Like we didn't even
Yeah.
have we didn't have mock-ups like as available
No.
when I was in.
No. We
Um,
had to create our own mockups, like
yeah, like we just took
photos.
photos. Like, I
Yeah.
remember like going to like printing things out, packaging them up, and going and putting them on shelves in
Yeah.
stores, and like having a lookout. Like, hey, I'm gonna take this photo real quick.
Yeah.
Um, make sure no one's gonna take us out. So yeah, just super fun memories like that with design, and yeah, man, it's just it's great. I love it. And then yeah, I work at Marketing for Change, as a art director,
Yeah.
and then I also freelance. I've been freelancing for close to, I think, a little over 10 years, maybe close to 11 now, and really kind of more professionally and more seriously, probably more closer to like the
Are you looking at going like full-time freelancer?
So that's, I think that's a great conversation to have. For me, I don't think I ever want to go full freelance.
Yeah.
I really thrive in a, and I can do both, but I think I really enjoy like group, settings and being able to collaborate like on a whiteboard or, with other people in the room. So I really, and I'm remote right now, so I don't get to do that anyway.
Yeah.
But what's going on? But yeah, man, I think there's definitely like there's like I don't know if it's like an unwritten rule or whatever you call it, but I feel like every goal of every freelancer or every person working at an agency has always been to go full freelance. Like that's like that's like the top, that's the end goal. And for me, excuse me too, allergy season over here in CO.
Oh, good. I got a bit of a sniffle as well.
Yeah. But it's, that's like that's the big goal for everyone. And for me, it's definitely not like my buddy, one of my mentors named Jeremy Spinks always talks about like agencies are great. Like, you have health insurance, you have, you have work coming in, constant work. So, you have a steady paycheck. And yeah, man, and for me too, like I get to like working at a marketing agency, and I love like the marketing side of things, whether that be like the copywriting or that the campaign side of things. Someone's being mad at me for doing that. Doesn't quite work. But yeah, I mean, like I love the campaign side of things too. Like I said, that show that I used to watch called The Pitch, I highly recommend it to anyone. It's basically like
Is it a reality show or?
It's not. It's not a reality show. It's something else. I can't remember like what the phrase is, but it kind of showed the process of these agencies pitching work. So like they would go in and you see the brief from the client, and then you kind of watch them do their thing. Honestly,
it's pretty old. It's 2012.
Yeah, it's pretty old. And I feel like no one. Excuse me. I feel like no one.
Oh, it's like Project Runway, Undercover Boss, that kind of.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
So you see these two agencies like go like kind of pitch head to head, and you kind of go like it walks through their process, and yeah, dude, it was really fascinating to me, and that's kind of where I got introduced to advertising. So I've definitely always had that in my head, like the advertising like brain, and working at a marketing agency kind of lets me flex those muscles a little bit. So that's super fun. And yeah, I mean, I don't think, like I said, I don't think the goal is to ever go full freelance. I mean, I think actually the goal is to only take on freelance projects that maybe like mean a lot, So, and I've been able to do that recently. Like I've been able to kind of, I'm not sure if they listen or not, but, turn some projects down if it's not enough budget or if it's not something I necessarily want to work on,
Yeah.
Pizza battle. So yeah, I don't think that's ever, the goal. I think, the goal is to maybe like, and I'm kind of already doing it really thankfully, because being a designer, you can work remote,
Yeah, true.
So yeah, so as long as I have Wi-Fi, I can get you what you need. So I think my wife and I might try the old RV situation one day where
nomad life.
Yeah, we just travel around. Yeah, there's a couple ideas. Like I would actually love to go around to like different agencies and like spend a week with them, and it's like maybe work on a project with them or something like that. I don't know. I think it'd be
That's
really
pretty
fun.
cool.
Yeah, just like kind of show like the inside of different agencies around town.
Yeah.
I think that could be cool. Okay, I'm gonna try to make this paddle the negative shape of this G. So we'll see how that goes. There's something nice
Oh,
about it.
inside the G, yeah.
There's something there already. So I just gotta figure out how these shapes work together. So I'm gonna dive into that. But yeah, man, I think that'd be super cool. Like imagine a podcast where you get to like act like like it's kind of like the pitch, right? Like it's a new version of that where I could go around and just like and it's funny, I've actually been able to do this a little bit in Jacksonville again, like just being from there and having some connections. Like when I go to visit, I'll reach out to one of my mentors and favorite designers of all time,
Yeah.
Mr. Kendrick Kidd. Are you familiar with his work?
Yep. Yes. I need to get
Yeah,
him on a live stream as well.
yeah, dude. He's been one of my favorites for a very long time, and he's a mentor, even if he doesn't know it. Super thankful to have been able to cross paths with him. But yeah, dude, sometimes I'll go to Jacksonville, which is where he works and lives, and I'll be like, hey, man, I'm in for a day. Could I come and work at the studio for a little bit? And he works at an agency called Shepherd, which is a really good agency in Jacksonville. He's like, yeah, man, come on in. I'm like, dude, this is so cool.
So like, if you're gonna do it, like, would you like have a whole list of targets that you're gonna hit, or just look as you go into like a state?
Yeah, no. So I think again, I haven't fleshed this out too much, but I think what it would do is, yeah, I would just see what agencies are in certain cities.
Yeah.
And then just like, hey, I'd ask them like, hey, I'm doing like I'm doing a podcast, or I'm doing like something like an interview on agencies and agency life, and I would love to like come and see, how you operate. Yeah, I mean, hopefully they'd be down. So that's really it. Let's see how I'm gonna build this. Never good at making these like, how to make this curve shape right here. I just use a lot of I know Bob Ewing, who is gonna hate me for this, but I don't know. I always just try to make my shapes get right like this somehow.
Over the points, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, and that doesn't look too bad. It's pretty close.
Yeah,
I'm just not.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Do that. I've never been super smart with my Bezier curves or whatever you call them.
How's it been since you like been on Instagram? Like, have clients been coming through Instagram? Has that been like one of the main portals for you?
Yeah, man. So I think Instagram has definitely been like a high traffic area for work. It's definitely, there's also a lot of noise. Like, there's a lot of spam and like,
Spam, yeah.
So, but overall, man, yeah, I'm able to get a lot of work through Instagram, and usually, it just looks like them like sending me a DM, and then I send them to my email like right away.
Yeah.
Because I try to get everything off of
Instagram.
Yeah, and get it into an email thread or chain or something like that. But yeah, that's that, and then I think just repeating clients is probably the main source. As obviously it's good when you're already on track with them, and they come back for more work. So that's been a lot of it too, which is nice because you can kind of keep track of that work a little bit easier, and you kind of know how they work and all that good stuff. So try to do that when I can. Is some returning customers.
Mm.
But yeah, I know some people really like to get work on dribble and things like that. I haven't that hasn't really. I haven't really tried that hard on dribble.
Yeah, I think you got to post like you post on Instagram really consistently.
Yeah.
To start showing up on the feed. the main homepage.
Yeah. And like, yeah, you have to lay it out really nicely, and
Yeah.
you have to, it's a different size than Instagram, you know? So it's
Yeah.
like, come on. All
And
right.
like Behance, you gotta spend a whole lot of time creating the presentation to
Right.
make it look good.
Right.
To
Right.
then
Right.
yeah, to then get featured.
Yeah.
A lot of work.
Yeah. And like, yeah, again, like, and that's what I'm saying. Like with, with TikToks and things like that, on Instagram at least, like it's not that serious,
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah, that's why I like reels, because you can be like casual with it, and you can like I do like these logo rebrands, and I time myself and try and finish the logo like in 15-20 minutes. So
Yeah.
just quickly do a sketch, then move on to Illustrator, and then record that, and then
Yeah.
show them the final logo.
Yeah. And do you use Procreate a lot?
No, I need
Yeah.
to get into that.
Yeah, dude. I mean, I think Procreate is a game changer, man. I love it. What's going on here? I guess
So you don't use like sketchbooks, it's like straight into Procreate.
So I do sketch. I think I actually don't sketch a ton anymore. Like this idea, for example, was just like, in my head once we got the brief. So I didn't sketch this out or anything. But if I'm having trouble with something, I'll usually sketch. But my sketches are not not that good. Like they are very rudimentary, which is fine. Like that's what sketches are for, But
Yeah, it's like I try and keep mine like as simple as I can, like sketch as fast as I can, and get as many ideas out as I can in the quickest. Yeah, and then
Right.
I'll choose some concepts from that, and then spend more time sketching on those concepts and try and make them better looking.
Right, for sure. Yeah, and then yeah, like I don't sketch a ton, but I'll just usually throw it into Illustrator afterwards. Let's see. Yeah, and do you make a lot of copies? Like the draft one rule. It looks like I haven't been watching it, but
yeah.
oh, yeah, there you go. Yeah.
Copy of every step.
Yeah, I'm bad about that too, man. I sometimes I'm like, no, I'll just restart it. Because I mean, so I mean, I have a buddy who always give me a hard time about that. And for me though, I think it
How do
helps
you
me.
go back? Like if you like the step, and then
Yeah, like it helps me.
has it happened to you?
What's that?
Like say you're making changes, and then you remember this like a change that you liked, and then you go to click undo.
Oh yeah, no, I do that all the time, and I
Yeah.
think, and I know it's not good practice, but I think what it does for me is like it just helps me learn how to do things, more efficiently. So I definitely know it's not the best method, but I do think there's something valuable about like being able to learn to recreate what you did quickly, and that's how I always how I always justify it. I'm like, yeah, I'll just rebuild it and learn how to do it better, and probably see something that could be better anyway. And you know, um, yeah, there's something to it. Let's see how to do this. Let's see how that looks.
Wondering if I should keep the original colors or try something else.
Nice.
Italian colors. Are you a big pizza fan?
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, I eat. That's like one of my four main foods. Yeah, there's a pizza shop down here called Slice 420.
Yeah.
Being in Colorado, and yeah, it's a good little spot. Let's see. I know this can work somehow.
And do you prefer like like you have the oven pizza as opposed to the wood fire pizza. 'Cause-
Yeah, I mean, I'm kind of I'm non-biased. So I usually take anything. And so yeah, but I eat it quite a lot. Don't get that one. I think I think there's something here, but something's not quite working.
It's just the top part, yeah. We're trying to get the negative space.
Yeah, it's going. There's something a little funky with it. But there's another idea in here somewhere too, like where this G fits in the negative space of the. See, that almost kind of works
Oh,
perfect.
that's
like
cool.
that.
Yeah, just like that. Yeah.
It's nice when that works out. All right,
Nice
there you
and
go.
simple. It'll look great on cap.
Yeah. Papa G. Yeah, because you could do something like. Yeah, I was trying to do Papa on that horizontal or that vertical, but I don't know. But dude, like this right here is just a cool mark, without any
Yeah. Papa G's.
This Papa G's. Yeah, there's something cool about that, and then maybe this comes, over here, so you can still get that. There's a lot of P's going on in this logo, which is tough.
Yeah.
Papa G's, P's and P's.
What's the famous American brand? Papa John.
Papa John's.
Papa John's.
Yeah. Yeah, Papa John's.
What does this one look like?
They actually just rebranded. Yeah, they just rebranded not too long ago.
Oh, it's like it's a type now.
Yeah, it's type based, and it's basically just it's tough to do type on a curve in that space because it's really an easy thing to do because you get that like wood fire pizza kind of vibe, But I was like, man, we can't do
all the like pizza chains have to go with the red, the red, white, and green, the Italian style.
Exactly. But yeah, and that's actually I don't know if I'm a Domino's guy, but I know they're the ones that are closest to my house, and they're the ones who deliver. So that's who I am for now.
Well, if you ever come to Australia, I'll take you to a few Italian joints here. There's one that won the best margarita pizza in the world.
Oh wow!
Yeah, so
yeah,
if you're ever down in Melbourne, just give me a shout.
Yeah, dude, my wife and I would love to make it out there. Well, actually, her a big birthday of hers is this year, and we were gonna try to maybe do a New Zealand trip.
Oh yeah.
But maybe. But we're still up in the air. But yeah, man, we would love to get out there over across the pond. I guess.
If you're a fan of Lord of the Rings, then yeah, New Zealand.
Yeah, my wife's a big fan.
Oh yeah, she'll love it. I went down to Hobbiton, and I didn't want to leave. Yeah.
Oh nice, yeah. She's listening to this now, and she's very jealous. But yeah, that's cool, man. We've always wanted to make it over there. It looks super nice. But yeah, we want to spend a good amount of time, at least a couple weeks. So.
Yeah.
You want to go over there?
3 weeks might be good. 3 to 4 weeks should be good.
Yeah. Nice. Okay, cool. So I think this is working a little bit better. It's kind of cool. Versus
trying to figure out where to put the Papa. Do I put the Papa on the top? Do I put the Papa at the bottom?
Maybe that's why. Yeah, there's some kind of
in the type right now. Where do we put the top?
Yeah, they could honestly, I wonder if they get rid of, Papa, or just go to G's Pizza, or
Cheese pizza and pasta.
let's see. I need to go to. Yeah. I don't know. Yeah, there's something cool. There's something cool about G's Pizza and Pasta.
Yeah, let's go to G's Pizza for some pizza.
Yeah, I think I might.
Rolls off the tongue. Pretty good.
Yeah, I think I might
G's
change the name
Pizza.
up for this logo. Dude, I was thinking it'd be cool too, man. What if like eventually, I don't. And this might already be how this happens, but it'd be cool if some of these logos, like we pitched them to the real business and be like, hey, we just did this on this little.
Yeah, so that happened to, I think it was a couple of months ago. I did it with one guy, and so he did a whole presentation and posted it on LinkedIn,
Nice.
the rebrand. And then the CEO of the company said, "Hey, I'm actually thinking of doing a rebrand. I'm going to contact you so you can help us with the rebrand." So that was cool.
Nice, dude. Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, that's cool. Now, I really like the wake up warm up kind of name, and I was like, oh, that'd be cool. Like, even if it was like you could do like nonprofits or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, just as a warm up, no harm, no foul.
And they would have to take it without any revisions, yeah?
Right, yeah, for sure. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, change this, make the logo bigger.
Yeah. Do you ever just like unlock all your guides and then delete them and then restart?
My guides?
Yeah, like do you use your guides a lot? Like for your rulers and your horizontal?
Like these ones? Yeah, sometimes just to align stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
But they're always unlocked. I rarely lock them.
Okay, so I'm gonna. I don't know if you want to try to explain some stuff that's happening, but right now this G doesn't quite match the outline of my paddle, so I'm gonna fix that to where it matches the G exactly.
Yeah. This is read as do you read this as Papa G's or PAPA?
For what now? Yeah, capitalized.
Do you see it as Papa G's?
Yeah.
Pizza and pasta.
I think I still read Papa G's.
I'm just trying to condense the.
Yeah. That's the problem. Mine's super wide.
It's just the Papa that's just throwing it off.
Yeah. I don't know. There's something cool. I think let's see. I need to figure out how to get my S in there, but I like this little guy. And then there's something cool you can like. Let's see, maybe I should go ahead and do that. Yeah. Messy. I've been on like I've been loving like big fat type recently too, so you could probably see that.
Yeah, I used to use very thin fonts back in the day, but now I just like everything bold. I guess after looking at a lot of Draplin and just pretty much like in clean, memorable logos, and most of them are very bold. Yeah, I tend to go that way.
So who are some of your favorites? Like your favorite designers?
Alan Peters.
Who's that? Oh yeah, Alan Peters. Yeah, he's great.
Alan Peters, Brian Steely.
Yeah, so a lot of line work.
Yeah. Studio Temporary. Scott.
Oh yeah.
Scott Fuller.
Yeah. How'd that logo workshop go?
That was really cool. Yeah.
Nice.
It went up for like I think 3.5 hours, and yeah, people loved it. So I'm hoping to do more. Work, because if I do a workshop, like the designer has to do a lot of work, like organizing how he's going to do the intro and what's going to be in the workshop. So I was thinking of maybe just doing a live stream like this, but it obviously be longer, where we go through the whole process of like sketching and yeah, finally making some proper concepts in the end. So obviously the price will be lower as it wouldn't be a workshop, but it'll be like people coming to watch a longer live stream, yeah, creating a logo, and you, the designer, I'll be curating it,
Right.
so you could like talk through your whole process of, yeah,
Nice.
why you're making the logo.
Yeah. Yeah. Scott's a good dude. He was at Creative South too. We were able to catch up a little
Yeah,
bit. Uh, that's awesome, man. Yeah. You know, you've been running logo inspirations for quite a while now, right?
yeah, a couple of years.
And it's like, yeah, I mean, congratulations on that. It's huge. You know, I know definitely a lot of inspiration for a lot of people. How's that going? Are you like struggling? Is it a full time job or is it about
Like after my daughter was born, I kind of like took a bit of a backseat, like because I used to post like hectically and create so much content.
yeah.
Then after my daughter was born, I get like push social media a bit to the side and take a bit of a break. This is spend some time there. But
Yeah.
yeah, now want to go full steam ahead again. If I can do it.
Yeah.
Just call it Papa G's Pizza, maybe. Papa G's Pizza.
Papa G's, baby.
No, Papa John's had the pizza at the top of the logo, so it was Pizza
Yeah.
Papa John's.
Pizza Papa John's. Yeah, they kind of dropped that, I think. Yeah, so it sounds like a lot of your favorites are very like line heavy.
Yeah.
Which is cool. Yeah, yeah, Brian, they're all good, dude. That's what I love, man. I love about this industry. Like all those dudes are just so nice and down to earth, and
Exactly. Yeah.
human. Yeah, it's really I know a lot of industries have egos and things like that. I don't know if this is gonna read right. No, it's not quite right. But yeah, it's really nice when you can just hang out with people and just talk and shop and nothing too crazy going on. And how long have you been designing for?
Oh man, since I was 15, I think. 15, 14,
Okay,
15 years. When I got my hands on a pirated copy of Photoshop.
nice. I gotta start coming out about pirated Photoshop soon.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's just how you did things,
Yeah. And yeah, I remember like trying to etch out cars and change the wheels and change the colors of the cars.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's funny, man. It's so cool to see how much. Man, I cannot get this apostrophe right. It's so cool to see how much the industry's changed a little, and even with the introduction, I say, you said you don't use Procreate much, but like seeing that introduce, which just lost everything. I haven't saved yet today. First lesson is to do that.
Oh, it's there. Oh.
Just saving.
I think that happened to me once on one of the live streams where Illustrator just quit and I hadn't saved it, so I had to start all over again.
Yeah, that's tough. I've been doing a lot more video lately. And when that happens in video, it also sucks. It sucks anytime.
Is this one of the first live streams where you're designing live, or?
Yeah. I mean, I think I've done one event for like AIGA. But other than that, yeah, man, this is it.
And did you design was that at like an online or somewhere else?
Yeah, so I think that was a Facebook Live. And it wasn't a logo. We did like a little Photoshop challenge. Or something like that, just for again for the AIGA down there. So yeah, not logo, but still it was like some photo manipulation and things like that.
Yeah, I see like the G's works better than having a pop-up instead.
Yeah, we were talking about having this at 8. I was like, all right, how do we spin this to make it wake up, warm up? Early for some people. Let's see.
So if you want to jump on again next time, maybe I could get up early and then you could do it at nighttime. So it would be early for me. Wake up home.
Yeah, I mean, I was actually, if it'd be this. I think Wake Up Warm Up is like a fun series. I know people need to. I know it's tough for people to, especially me, man. Like I'm so, even working from home now, I get so complacent and I can get 39, 10, and I can still get my work done. But it's good to wake up early and, get your brain moving.
Are you a morning person?
No, not really. I wouldn't say I'm not. But I definitely prefer to sleep in when I can. That's something cool about it.
What does the Italian flag look like? It's green, white, red. Green, white, red.
That's the problem when you don't have you can just make edits forever, Do you use this trick when you're balancing out, your curves, the circle, get your spacing right?
Oh, did it make it fit in there? Yeah.
Yeah, just kind of make sure it's fitting in that notch okay. Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's pretty close. That's pretty good eye there, Jess. I know what I'm doing a little bit, but yeah, it's kind of a cool little. I think Grappling taught me that trick too. Yeah, and you said it's winter. It's getting winter time there now.
Yeah, getting pretty cold. And actually, my parents have come down from Sri Lanka.
Oh yeah.
Because they haven't seen their granddaughter in like 3 years because of lockdowns. So they're finally here, and I get a break, so I got more time on my hands. So I can do more stuff like this. Cool. If you're gonna come to Australia, come during so it's like October, November, December, so Jan, Feb. That's when weather's a bit warmer.
Nice. All right, let's figure out how to get this S in here. I'm pretty happy with this little type lockup though. It's just G, pizza, and pasta, but it's kind of cool. It's kind of working.
G, yeah. The G, like if the paddleboard is like short, you could like have a version where it's gonna look cool on the cap, like a monogram.
Oh yeah, definitely, yeah. And there's some. That's also, I mean, I try to make my logos like as modular as possible, so it can break down, and It's not too wide in some places, not too short in some places, but yeah, that's definitely something I try to do. Because you could totally do like a.
I'm wondering if I should have the flag or is it too cheesy?
Oh yeah. Two cheese.
Too cheesy.
Let's top of cheese. I don't know. I think there's something maybe to be happening. Let's see how I do that.
I think I'm there, yeah. I'm just not sure where to put the flag. Or maybe if I should have the green. Maybe put the font in the green. I might actually try some other versions later.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I think I got it. It's already been 1 hour, almost 1 hour.
Yeah. Nice. See, I'm getting pretty close. I think probably another maybe hour on this. I could probably have a nice little guy. I'm trying. I think it'd be really cool to write. I love logos that you can put like type. Let's see. So it'd be upside down, but it's still cool. It just reads kind of fun.
Yeah.
Like have the type wrapping around that G.
Oh yeah. Like G's,
cool.
pizza and pasta. Yeah.
Like that, yeah. Yeah, that could be like another version of it, but yeah, man, this is super fun, and hopefully some people got something out of it.
Yeah. Thanks so much for jumping on. Yeah, like if you want to jump on again, just oops.
Oh, here we go. 1 sec. There we go. Here I am.
That. Yeah, that was pretty cool. The hour just flew by.
It does, man. I feel like when you get into the zone, it just when you're talking shop, it just flies by. It's almost like I don't know if you fish at all, but I grew up fishing. And,
oh yeah, I do fish it.
When they're biting, you forget to eat lunch. Like I'll do all if we're having a good day on the water, you'll forget to go to the bathroom, you'll forget to eat lunch, you'll forget to hydrate, and I feel like sometimes that's how design is too. Sometimes you just get into a zone and just Have you ever seen that? What's that movie about? I think it's called Facebook, right? About the building of Facebook and all that.
Oh, the social network.
Social network, yeah. There's a scene in there where this guy's like really, he has like his headphones on. He's like, and the guy's like, "Don't mess with him. He's dialed in." And the guy goes and takes his computer and smashes it. I'm like, yeah, dude, I feel that.
Cool. So thanks so much, Jesse. Jesse, yes, yeah.
Yep.
Thanks for jumping on the live stream. It's going to go straight to YouTube, and I might grab some clips for some of the reels and then put it on Instagram as well. But yeah, I'd love to have you on again for another episode and see what we come up with.
Cool, man. Yeah, let me finish this one out, and we'll see how it ends up, and then we'll see. I'm invited back.
Any final words? Anybody watching? Who's going to watch the video? Any final thoughts?
No, yeah, just keep working and keep following pages like this, and definitely if you want to make some TikToks, just do it. Don't worry about what everybody else is thinking, or it's funny, man. I've actually when I posted a lot, I was in followers or arbitrary, but it's nice people like and respond and interact. But when I noticed my feed was going to all reels instead of designs, I noticed like a drop in followers, like intentional unfollows, just because that content's not for them, which is totally fine. I'm totally fine with that. And I know it can get discouraging for some people, and for me even oh man, should I go back to designs, right?
No, don't. I'm enjoying your reels, so I keep posting the reels.
Thanks, man. Yeah, and that's I've been getting a lot of feedback and just getting a new audience and people who can connect to it, and that's really what I enjoy doing. So gonna try to follow that path a little more and see where it goes. And then things like this are awesome. So I appreciate the invite. And yeah, man, looking forward to seeing how this comes. This is a lot better than I thought I would do, if I'm being honest. So, yeah, I'm pretty stoked on the legs that it has. And yeah, man, if someone buys it, we can split it 50-50, baby. We'll be there.
Cool.
You know.
Yeah.
So
Well, once you make the presentation and you post it, like send it to me and then I'll post it, and then
yeah,
we
where
can
was
tag.
this? Where was it? Where is it in? Is it in your area?
It's
Or is it
somewhere in
somewhere else?
Australia. Yeah, I think it's Mornington.
Yeah, send me the address so we can find it. You know, like how you always put like established and the location and things like that.
Yeah.
Kind of build out the brand. Yeah, send me that so I can make some little like lockups and stuff.
I'll send you the link message now.
Oh yeah, you can just send me their website too. That probably
Cool.
works.
So we got Marco who joined. Thanks, Marco, for watching it, and yeah, hopefully catch us in the next one.
Oh, thanks, Marco. I went to college with Marco. I went to the Art Institute with Marco. He's a great dude. I haven't talked to him in a very long time, but yeah, thanks, man. Thanks for watching and responding. But yeah, Jonathan, man, appreciate you and all you do for the design community. And I hope you and everyone else has a good week. And then yeah, I need to do wake up warm ups on my own.
Yeah.
How that goes.
Cool. Thanks, Jesse. Thanks, everyone.